Hey guys, welcome back. DeFi, degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty. I'm your host, Drip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all Forex Shark related projects. And in today's video, we got a Drip Whale OG, a Drip OG Whale, however you want to say that, dropping his own knowledge bombs and giving us some insight on basically how he's playing this ecosystem, what his outlooks are, and all that good stuff. I'm not going to play the entire video, but shouts out to Thomas G from Crypto Talk. You can check out his channel. Ray also posted this video. I had some content on Thomas G a while back when I was doing some analysis, stuff like that. So definitely an OG in the space, been around for a while, multiple bear markets. Just great insight to listen to if you want to hear like a no nonsense kind of thing. But I'm just going to be like recapping some of the stuff that he went through. So it's about a 26-minute video. And I just want to share some of this because it's coming from someone else, someone who's built a bag in crypto, someone who's been in Forex Shark projects for a while, and you just see what they're doing. So we've heard Stunner talk about his ways, what he's doing, even Richie talking about what he's doing as well, and Ray. So all the OGs are all doing the same thing, which is accumulating and sticking around and still hydrating, dollar cost averaging, all that stuff like that. But in this particular video, Thomas G is talking about the fact that we are in a macro bear market with crypto. Everything is down, and all dApps and crypto tokens have different cycles. So for a while, Drip was doing better than the market and kind of outperforming, even though everything else was down. I did a video on that on my channel showing how we were outperforming other altcoins. Well, now the tides have reversed, right? So Drip is now in its official bear cycle, and we are definitely going lower. And that's some stuff that he mentioned in his video, right? So we're now sitting at, I think, like 90 some odd cents, 98 cents. So that is definitely the absolute lowest anyone has ever seen Drip since its launch. So the fear, uncertainty, and doubt is rampant, of course, because this is uncharted territory and nobody knows what's going to happen. But that's where you have to ask yourself, what do you believe in? Do you believe in the hundreds of hours of AMA content that Forex has put out? Do you believe in this proof of concept that he put here? Do you believe in the stuff he's going to deliver on in the future? Do you believe in the community? All these things you have to ask yourself and decide what's best for your investment. Just a quick message, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss another video. This helps bring brand awareness to the channel as well as all Forex Shark related projects. Thank you. And what you're going to do going forward. Again, this is my very first official bear market, especially in DeFi. I've been around in crypto since like 2012, but I never really got serious until about 2 years ago, 2.5 or so. So this really challenges your beliefs and your values and all that stuff when you see your own asset or token. One, you see all the rug pulls, exploits, and other projects that go down. Then the one that you're in that you think is the saving grace that's going to survive is also now down 99.9%. So you would be a fool to not have any kind of fear, uncertainty, and doubt about what's going on. But the question is, what do you do with that? So it's not unusual to be fearful of the market. That's why they literally have a fear and greed index, right? So it's not unusual to be uncertain. Nobody knows where the hell Drip is going to go or how low it'll go or when it will reverse. And you can definitely have your doubts, I would say, as well. That is warranted because we have the macro market that we don't know what the hell is going to happen with that. There's lots of factors I already showed on this channel that can have a bullish sentiment in the near future, but there's a lot of bearish factors as well. So doubt is 100% on both sides, right? So that makes perfect sense. But the question is, what do you do with that information? And that's where it goes back to what your belief is, what your core values are, what the reason is that you got into these projects in the first place. So Thomas G mentioned in this video, one of his friends that got into Hex. So he said he made his first million or got his millionaire status from Hex, and he had a friend of his that bought about 15 million Hex at less than $1,000 and then got fudded out of his position. And even at half of the all-time high at 55 cents, this guy would have been sitting at around $3.3 million, but he got fudded out of his position. There was a lot of stuff going on in the crypto news about it, not being sustainable and some wallets and all this stuff. So exact same stuff you're hearing and seeing right now in Drip. And again, you have to decide, do you believe it, or do you believe in Forex? Do you believe in the community? Do you believe in the utility that's coming, or are you going to get fudded out of your position? You know, you have to make that decision. And he also mentioned in here about how the TVL will be going lower. That's his belief. And I told you guys that on my channel. I believe without certainty that we're going lower. I don't believe it's its exact 10 cents, but I do believe we're going lower. I do believe that dogs will definitely go lower. I mentioned that as well because of the taxes. Right now, people are sitting at around 40%, but by the end of the month, people will have about 64% reduction in tax. And by the middle of next month, you're gonna be looking at a nice 75 to 80% tax reduction. So I would assume quite a few people would sell their dogs at that stage. And like he mentioned in here, when they do that, it's going to cause a reduction in the TVL. So right now you're sitting at 55 million in the dog pound. Well, what happens when people have 90% tax? And let's just say dogs are sold, well, this TVL can get cut in half. That drops this from 160 million to 130 million. Then also pigs are already on a decline as well. So the bulk of this TVL is being held up by the dog pound and the pig pen. So right there, we're sitting at right at $100 million. So if that takes a hit, that's going to make this go down. That's going to make the farm look less attractive to people, and people seeing the farm going down, then maybe they start taking their assets out as well. So that is definitely a high probability or possibility. And again, the question is not if it happens, it's when it happens and what will you do? Because the farm has to have a cycle just like everything else. Dogs has not had a cycle. It's been pretty much up since launch. There's been a few sales, but nobody has sold a significant amount. And it would be foolish to think that nobody's going to ever sell. That's what tokens are meant to do. And remember, the dog token specifically is the reward token on the farm. So you're being paid in the dog token to stake your capital and provide liquidity to, you know, pancake swap and all that stuff. So your reward for that is the dog token. Well, some people are going to take that reward and cash out. It just makes perfect sense. How much? We don't know, but that just means inevitably that the dog's price will indeed be corrected. Forex does have a plan for that, to actually inject some capital back into the dogs at that state from the wallet. But again, as he mentioned, these will go down and drip will go down. And like I mentioned in my video, I think I had at this stage we're at right now, drip was supposed to be around $1.06, I said, by the 13th, and we're already lower than that. We're approaching what I put here for the 20th. So people said that this was FUD, but it's not FUD. It's just numbers. And that same thing Thomas G is talking about in his video. He didn't run any numbers, but he just gave you common sense logic and his experience in crypto bear markets and cycles. And that's what you have to take into effect so that you don't get FUDed out of your position, like he mentioned his Hex friend did. He also stated in his video, and this is crazy, talk about belief in a project, he was making just from the piggy bank alone, he said $24,000 per day using a 5 and 2 strategy when pigs were, you know, kind of in the $200 range or whatever. He's now down to only $700 a day in the piggy bank. So that is a huge reduction and a hit, but he is still going to continue to dollar cost average in, and he looks at the reduction in pigs and dogs when that comes in the future as a buying opportunity. So that's what I mean by what do you believe in? What are you going to do when this information comes? Not if, it's a matter of when. It is coming. So you need to prepare yourself by being aware of the fact that this is inevitable. The farm has to have a cycle. Pigs technically already had a cycle. We dropped all the way down to $55, up from $225. But we could be seeing another cycle where they're coming down again. And then dogs haven't had one yet. So that's going to happen. And then drip is already taking its cycle right now, but that just means as things continue to go forward, drip will probably continue to get hit as well. And what do you do at that stage? I wish I could go back in time and I'd have kept more capital on the sideline for this. Nobody forecasted drip to come down this low. You can go back to any YouTuber videos, even mine before. We were running like the DripFi app, and we're like, even at drip is at $5, we'd still make a bunch of money, even with drip at $3. And nobody thought drip would be sitting at $1 now. So the point being, lessons learned, the best thing you can do right now, and I mentioned this in other videos, is dollar cost average into positions you believe in, be that Bitcoin, be that ETH, be that BNB, be that drip, whatever you're in. If you got capital on the sidelines, I have people always in my comments like, hey, I got 3K, I got 1K, I got 2K. Do not do what I did. Do not dump it all in, because we are not at the bottom. The best thing you can do is keep that on the sidelines and dollar cost average in throughout whatever your time frame is. If you think that we'll hit the bottom in the next 6 months, then take your capital, divide it by 6 or even 24 for the number of weeks, and each week or each month put a little into whatever the hell you believe in. Even that's still a gamble, because you don't know when the bottom actually is going to come. So it's hard to say, but all the macro gurus say that the bottom's not in, and we definitely know that in drip the bottom's not in, because nothing has changed from the original downward trend of drip. We have no additional utility, we have no new UI, we have nothing done on drip, so you would be ignorant to think that the bottom is in. Even though on my channel I showed you guys a video where I'm calculating, but this is all just numbers. You can make numbers match whatever belief you want them to. That's why I showed a 10-cent drip video, and I showed a $1.25 hypothetical floor. Right? Neither is right or wrong, because it's just a matter of looking at the math and then projecting it out. But there are so many factors that can sway it one way or another that you can't bet anything on it, because it's not guaranteed, right? So we won't know when the floor is in until maybe some injection from the pig pen that we could vote on, like Forex mentioned, or the new UI comes out with the fiat on ramp and there becomes a big buying opportunity. I don't know. It's going to take something, but I don't see it in the short-term future, which just means we're going to continue to go down with drip. So again, if you believe in drip, then that is a great buying opportunity. And if you haven't gone all in and you want to increase your position, that's another great opportunity. So as I told you guys, I'm going to keep rocking this out. I've been making videos every single day and trying to bring you unique perspectives. I don't just sit here and shout moon boy status. I don't just shout, drip's going down, we're all going to die. I try to actually bring you information that you can make an educated decision off of. And I think I'm up to like 600 videos now. This is crazy, in less than a year. So I'm going to continue every day trying to document my journey, because at the end of the day, when all this is said and done, I want to at least have proof of one way or the other. I personally believe, the same way as Thomas G, that drip is going to be here. And I believe that it can still be turned around. Actually, the lower it goes, it's actually easier to turn it around, to be honest. But I know a lot of people don't believe what I believe. So that's what I'm using my YouTube channel to document my journey, and for us to be able to look back on that. And worst case scenario, if it doesn't, then all the trolls and fudders can jump in my comments and say they told me so. That's fine. I'm willing to take that L. But right now, we will see. The jury is still out. It's still paying, still doing what it's designed to do. So, yep, I'm going to keep rocking with it. So that's really it for this video. It was just a words of wisdom from a drip OG, and then kind of tying that into the information I've shared with you guys. It's not FUD when someone says that things are going to correct course or go down or whatever the case may be. It's just information. I mean, by definition, I guess FUD, to me, now that I speak it out loud, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Again, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, you can have fear, you can have uncertainty, you can have doubt. It just depends on how you want to address it. So those can be positive things that you use to improve your position and not get shaken out, or you can use FUD to actually wreck yourself. So if you use the fear that you're not sure where the market's going to go, and you're going to continue to dollar cost average into positions that you are bullish on because you're fearful of other things, like the macro market and fiat crashing, so you decide to take that fear and channel it into an asset you believe in, Bitcoin, ETH, drip, whatever the case may be, then that fear works for you, right? If you have the uncertainty of where it's going to go and you don't want to go all in right now, so again, you dollar cost average in, same thing, doubt, same thing. So I think it's really up to you how you choose to use that. That's just my personal perspective. Each person has their own beliefs. You hear in the comments and in the group chats that FUD, don't FUD my bag. But I think it all depends on what you do with the information personally. All right, that is it for this video. Hope it provided some value. If it did, you guys know the drill. Smash that HBO special by helping a brother out with a like, comment, subscribe down below, all that good jazz. And until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.